Howdy ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another War Thunder video, Ground Forces, with me Draz. Today we're in another German tank, and this is the Panzer V, or most commonly known as the Panther. It is arguably one of the best tanks in World War II, and many will claim it is the best tank in World War II. So let's have a look and see how it performs in its current state in the closed beta. It is situated at rank 3, which is the highest rank you can actually play at the moment, and it is the highest battle rank tank in the game at battle rank 5. There's a few that are at 4.7, like the Su-152 and I believe the T-34-85. It has a speed of 53 kilometers an hour, which basically means that this is one of the earlier Panthers. The later Panthers, I believe, are a lot heavier, which means that the speed is reduced by 7 or 8 kilometers an hour. It is better armoured, but the mobility is a lot less, and I have no idea how I missed that IS-1 there. It comes with a frontal armour of 80, with a side and rear armour of 40. The turret armour is 100 at the front, 45 at the side and 45 at the rear. The gun depression on the tank isn't great. It's -8 downwards and it's 20 vertically upwards, or elevation if you want to call it that, which is okay. It's not that amazing, so you don't really want to be trying to shoot things at a higher ground than you really. The gun this tank comes with is a 75mm KWK 42L70, and the actual realistic, or real tank rather, comes with two 7.9mm machine guns, which aren't actually activated on the tank at the moment, but they might be something that they put in the future. The Panther was originally put into service in 1943 and was used until 1945, well, the end of the war, for the Germans, although the British and I believe some other countries did use it until the 50s, or early 50s as far as I'm aware. So that's quite good. Okay, so the ammunition in this tank, you only get two. There's no ammo to unlock, you basically get the first two. And we're going to go up against a T-34 from the side, which has 45mm side armour, and it's just going to get shredded by my 75mm cannon. The ammo we're using against it is armour piercing capped with ballistic cap, with a muzzle velocity of 935 meters per second, and it completely and utterly destroys the T-34. It just doesn't have a chance. The penetration at 100 meters for this ammunition is 158 and goes at 1500 meters down to 109. So I believe this is the actual most armor penetrating round in the game. I'm going to go up against a KV-85 now, which just gets absolutely annihilated again from the side. I don't know if it had taken any damage from anything else, I'm unsure, but with a hull armor of 60 at the side and the turret armor of 100 from the side, it's not really going to take much damage from the 75mm. We also take out a IS-1 there, and the IS-1 actually has better armor, I believe, than the KV-85. It is roughly 90mm from the side, 120 from the front and 90 from the rear, although it looks like we hit it from the top there, so it's going to have pretty negligible armour on the top like most tanks do. They didn't really think that putting a lot of armour on the top of a tank was really worth it. Like on the Panther here, I believe the armour at the back is only like 16 or 20mm, and below that there are two fans where the engine compartment is, so if you get an artillery strike on the top of it, you're just going to destroy it. Now we've found an Su-152, caught him from the rear. He doesn't know we're here, put a few shots into him, and that's going to be job done as well. The rear armour of the ISU, I don't know why I keep calling them ISU, but the Su-152 is 60mm. It's got 60mm on the side and 70mm on the front. It has a beastly gun. It's 152mm ML202, but we don't have to worry about its armor penetration of 140 really. So obviously we've just proven there that the actual Panther doesn't have the most highest penetrating gun, but I think I'm getting confused with like another tank. However, it is still not very nice, and the fact that we've managed to take it out from the rear is a lot better for us. Now here, I don't know whether this is my gun depression or my viewing distance, but I can't see really the gun of that T-34, but he was managed to put a shot into me and hit the bottom of my tank, which I'd have thought if he could shoot me, he could only shoot me from the hit my turret, but obviously not. I don't know whether he could actually see through the ground or whether he was just having a snapshot. I shouldn't have gone up there anyway. I knew he was there and I assumed he was shooting other people, but I decided to go over the top. It was a bad idea, so now I'm going to go around the side. He decides he's going to do that as well, but he hasn't got his gun trained on me. I've got a faster turning gun, and I get a shot, shoot his fuel tank and his driver, and that's a tank destroyed. Although it came up an assist and a destroyed, so I don't know what was going on there. If I got the points for that, then that's fine, but I don't remember shooting at any other tank that I didn't actually kill. So I've taken out the T-34 there, we've taken out two T-34s, we've taken out SU-152, an IS-1 and a KV-85. I know that there's not many tanks left, so I'm going to head towards the middle and see if we can find anyone else. Knocking down some trees, and that's another tree. That's the second tree I've hit, I believe now. I think that's all the damage I've taken so far is trees. You can see the suspension on the bottom left is the damage I've taken. There's another IS-1 there. So we are going to see if we can help our teammates by making a beeline for that IS-1. You can see we've got quite good maneuverability with the Panzer V. It doesn't seem to have too much trouble going up some inclines. We've got some nice speed. I believe it's only 2 kilometers an hour slower than the T-34-85, which is pretty decent if I'm going to be honest. Now this is where I make the mistake. I took out that T-34 and I thought, well, that's it, I've taken out the T-34. But what I forgot is that in realistic battles you get respawns. So I come up this track now going, okay, I'm going to go for this IS-1. I can see my teammate is going to go over the top and cause him some troubles, so I'm going to take him from the front if the guy can get over from the top, which he's having a bit of difficulty, but I'm hoping he can. And if I can sneak around and get a shot in on this tank on the side, I might do some damage. But that was completely and utterly scuppered due to the fact that the T-34 respawned. And that's one of those situations where you kind of like, you like the respawns in realistic battles, but on the other hand I don't like them because, you know, you've got, oh right, I've gone through all the effort to not get myself killed, I've taken out a number of tanks, I've caught this guy unawares, I've shot him, I've destroyed him, and then he respawns. It's my fault entirely. I should have registered that that was going to happen by looking at the scores and looking to see who was still alive. It's the kind of like the same with the name tags, and you'll see an idea of this now. I didn't know where this IS was. I would assume that he's still around the corner where he was, but he just popped up because he was spotted by one of our teammates. I nearly drive into another tree. I seem to be attracted. I've got this kind of World of Tanks mentality where I can just run over oak trees and not sustain any damage, and they'll just topple over like candy sticks. So I can see that this IS-1 is being lit up, and he is at the moment in a battle with a Panzer IV. So I can still see him, I know where he is. He's taking out a Panzer IV. You can see the smoke billowing out of the engine of the Panzer, and I'm going to try and camp here and see if he pops up. I can see him, so I'm assuming he can see where I am, or he at least knows where I am. And he's going to come around the corner. I want to take a shot, I believe. Nope, don't take a shot there. I know I do take a shot at some point. And I don't believe I hit it. But with the IS-1, it actually has a turret armor of 100 all the way around, front armor of 120, and a side armor of 90, and a rear armor of 90, like I explained before. It's got an 85mm ZIS S53, which is the exact same gun as the T-34-85 and the KV-85. So those three tanks have the same gun, although on the T-34 and the KV-85 it's not called the ZIS S5, it is the 85mm D5T, but trust me, it's the same gun. So I can see this IS-1 going now, so I take a shot and miss, and the name tag is still showing up. So, but I wouldn't really know where he was if it wasn't popping up. And it's kind of like, it almost takes away the need to actually search for the tank, because he's got to, I can't see where he was. If I was zoomed in there, I wouldn't see him. I wouldn't see him moving. And I just wait for him to come out now, because I can just follow where his name tag is and then let my shot fire out. 90mm from the rear or the side is not gonna be able to stop my penetrating round of 160. Yeah, 160. So, hang on a second, I do have better penetration than the SU-152. Just scrap what I said about the SU-152 having better ammo. But as you can see there, the name tags is kind of like one of those hit and miss areas. You don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. I kind of like simulator battles where the name tags don't pop up, but I also like to see my tank when I'm driving around shooting things as well. And that's basically the end of the game. I got 6 kills and 1 assist. And let's go and have a look at the scores. Okay, so looking at the scores with a non-premium account, I forgot to actually pay 100 gold with the free gold that you get when you are in the closed beta. I can't remember if this was a ×2 or not. I can't remember if it was the only game I actually played. It might have been. But as you can see, I've got 6 kills, I got 1 assist, although I'm not sure where the assist came from. I got 1 critical, 26 hits, 98% activity. My reward for the win was 7,540 XP. I'm sorry. I've got 11,190 modification points and 22,153 vehicle research points, which would have been 44,309 with a premium account, and a total of 45,910 silver lions. So that was a pretty good game. I also got some points for final blow, if you look at below mission accomplished at the top, and I got anti-mech, which is the equivalent of getting 6 kills like you would in World of Tanks. And that's about it. That's my little drive round in the Panzer V Panther. Quite a good tank, really do like it, but due to the fact that it's got really weak armour on the side, you don't really want to be driving it close quarters that much, because most tanks can actually take you out at battle rank 2 and 3. So I'd say with the gun, with the firepower and the gun it's got, you want to be like medium to long range really with this. And that's my view on the tank so far. I'm sure things will change, it is closed beta. I'd just like to thank you for watching. If you like the video, then please like and subscribe, because it helps me out with people viewing. And until next time, may your Tonk God be with you.